Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Girbeagly, and I'm once again playing the game Heartbaked, and I'm very glad to be back because last episode we actually managed to make some progress with Radley and Ginger. We were flirting with Radley, we invited him out to a date, and hopefully we'll be going on that date now. I don't know if that's what this next day is supposed to be, but I think it is. Hopefully we get to go on this date with Radley because he seemed all hyped for it, and he even did like a little bit of flirting back, and then we ran into stinky little Carver on our way back home. He got into some sort of like altercation with us, but it ended up with him like storming away like the little jerk that he is because we're better than him. That's really just what it boils down to. But anyway, so let's go ahead, see if this tiny bit of heart meter that we got back by flirting with Radley can continue to increase its momentum so that we can fill that all the way up by the last chapter here. So Chapter 5, let's see what this day has in store.
The day started off like every other day. I woke up early because I wasn't sure what to expect, but everything was going like it always did. I made my usual stock as well as the custom orders, though I made a few mistakes. I let out a short sigh. The old man didn't have to yell at me just because of a bagel. But then there were also that one, Lady's Cupcakes. Whatever, a little bit of chocolate never hurt anybody.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of chocolate never hurt anybody.
When Radley finally came in, he asked about the orders as per usual, but when he was about to walk out the door, he turned to me.
I'll see you later, Ginge. Oh yeah, so he totally remembers the fact that we have a date today. See you later, Radley.
He left with a smile and a wave.
Aw, how cute.
Was that a normal see you later? Was he talking about the date? What is wrong with you, Ginger? As soon as the words left my mouth, the door swung open. Was Radley back already? My gaze swung over to the door and I was instantly hit with a wave of disappointment. I glared at the intruder as he let out his cartoony laugh. Oh god, it's gonna be Carver again. Hi, Carver.
I can think of at least a baker's dozen things that are wrong with you.
His cocky, fake villain grin instantly made me angry. What are you doing here? My tone was flat as I glared at him.
Tisk tisk, Ginger. That's no way to talk to a customer.
Well, if there was a customer here, then I would agree with you.
I love the sass.
So, what do you want? My eyebrow raised as he walked up to the counter, his eyes barely seeing over it. I had to keep myself from laughing out loud.
I'm merely running an errand for the mayor. He thought I was most suitable for the job. Ha ha ha! Looks like you're going to lose your title, Ginger, since the mayor obviously likes me more.
You mean you're sucking up?
Ha! Hardly. He trusted me to bring you these supposedly important documents.
Carver threw a small stack of papers on the counter. I think he was glaring at me, but all I could see were his angry eyes looking up at me. The door soon opened again, and I looked up to see it was the same woman who came to talk to me in the town square yesterday. Good morning. How can I help you today? I greeted her with a wide smile.
Good morning, Ginger. I was just coming in to pick up 2 loaves of bread. Whole wheat, please.
She stepped up to the counter beside Carver and smiled at me. It almost seemed like she didn't notice him. Yes, of course. I turned around and grabbed her bread. When I turned back, Carver was glaring at her and looked like he was about to explode. Carver, if that's all, leave. Our eyes met for a split second. Then he turned on his help with a
oh, probably meant to say heel.
Turned on his heel with a humph.
I was going to. I can't see why anybody rational would want to spend time in this filth of a bakery.
Oh, jeez, get out of here, Carver.
He swung the door open and stamped out. I'm sorry about that. I hope he didn't bother you.
Oh, no. Don't worry about it, Ginger.
She grabbed the bag with the loaves of bread in it.
It's 12 chips, isn't it?
Yep. I looked down, remembering the papers. I flipped through all the pages as she counted out the chips. Each page was an excerpt from a different book. Life of Pi, To Kill a Macaroon, Catcher and the Pie, The Great Pastry.
All the pastry puns, all the time.
What was this? I studied the pages, but I couldn't figure out what they meant.
Here you are, dear.
She put the exact amount on the counter beside the papers.
Oh, that's why he was here. I guess the mayor really did give him busy work. Don't worry about those, he just wanted, Carver? Yeah, he wanted Carver out of his hair, so I printed out those pages for him.
That's hilarious.
She laughed. Ugh, Carver should be working rather than bothering the mayor so much. I tried my best to look annoyed, but I couldn't help but let a few giggles out. It was too funny. Here he thought he was being a huge help. They were just trying to keep him out of their hair.
Anyways, have a good day. Good luck preparing for the festival. I can't wait to see you there.
She walked to the door and left quietly.
Aw.
Time passed quickly after that. A few customers came in, but for the most part the day was pretty quiet. I decided that it would be okay for me to go upstairs and get ready for when Radley came back.
Ooh, get ourselves all dolled up for Radley.
I opened the door and changed the sign on the outside to closed. Then I made my way upstairs to start tearing apart my closet. I grabbed handfuls of stuff I didn't even know I had and threw them on my bed to try to figure out what to wear. Why were dates so hard? I tried on a few of my skirts. Too long, too puffy. Ew, this one looks like Carver. Guess who has a new home in the trash can? Finally, I found a green skirt that I didn't quite remember buying. Perfect. I got dressed and ran back downstairs to open the shop again, at least until Radley came back.
Oh, it's Benjamin again. I was gonna say, when was he gonna show up again? He's like the least seen character.
As soon as I opened the door, the tall man from a few days before and his sheep came inside, followed by Mud. What in pastry's name do you think you're doing? I shouted up at him. How dare he once again bring Mud into my shop?
I wanted to buy something.
No, absolutely not. Not until you clean those disgusting feet of yours. And animals. Animals are not allowed in here. There's food for pastry's sake. He looked around as if he hadn't noticed and frowned at me. A pool of mud had formed at his feet as his sheep wandered around the shop aimlessly, smelling everything they could and tracking mud all over the place. I started shaking with anger. Out! Out! All three of you!
Bernard, Bethany, it seems we once again are not wanted here. Let's leave. Perhaps Carver shall help us. Oh yeah, go be buddies with Carver. Get out of here, Benjamin.
He turned to leave and the two sheep briskly followed. Yeah, good luck getting help from Carver. I sighed and looked at the mess. I should start cleaning, but I'm all dressed up already. A small whine escaped my lips and I walked into the kitchen dejectedly to grab the mop. I filled up the bucket and was about to get ready to bring it out to the front when I heard the door open again. I ran to the front and saw Radley step in.
Ah, here we go. He's gonna offer to clean up the mud, even though he hates filth and germs. I bet he's gonna do it for us because he's such a sweetheart.
Radley, no!
Huh? What's wrong, Ginge? Oh no, he slipped.
He didn't seem to notice the mud covered the floor, and when he took a step forward, he slipped and landed in the puddle that Benjamin's feet had made. Oh no, he's gonna freak out. This is gonna ruin our date. He started visibly shaking and looked completely shocked. His clothes were covered with mud, and some had even splashed onto his face.
Don't be a baby, laugh at him, or let me help you. Alright, I'm gonna say let me help you because obviously we know this is his biggest insecurity, and as the biggest insecurity, we obviously don't want to make this, like, a jesting matter. We don't want to, like, make fun of him. We don't want to say anything rude to him either. So let me help you out, buddy. I'm going to help you. Hopefully this is going to give us more romance points with him because we're being sensitive.
Oh no! Here, Rads, let me help you up. I walked over to him, hurriedly knowing exactly just how much he detested dirt. This had better not ruin our date. I grabbed onto his hand forcefully as he shook and stared into the distance. He was in complete shock. I tried to pull him up, but the mud under my feet made me fall backwards.
Oh no.
Some more of the mud got splashed onto him and his face got covered. He started shaking more and let out a shriek.
No, I hope we didn't pick the wrong choice.
He jumped up on his own.
I have to go home. I need to disinfect.
He screeched, staring horrified at the mud that was soaking into his clothing. Radley, wait!
Aw, shit, I think we picked the wrong choice, guys. We're trying to be nice. And then we effed up, I think. Ah, man.
I scrambled to get up after him and slid on the mud. By the time I stood up, it was too late. He was gone. I let out a huff of anger and stomped my foot, sending some mud flying across the floor. I spent the rest of the day tidying up the shop and decided to just go to bed.
Aw, damn it. Maybe we should have laughed at him. Maybe we should just, like, laugh at everything he does. Even if it's, like, clumsy and even if it hurts him. I didn't want to hurt his feelings because, like, that's the whole thing. Fuck.
Wait, Radley. Just shower here, okay? I'll wash your clothes and everything. It would take him way too long if you went to his house to shower.
You'll wash my clothes? Wait, is he still in here? That's weird.
He seemed to snap out of the state he was in for a second as he stared at me. Was he blushing? Well, yeah, this way we'll still have time for our date later.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, if you don't mind me using your shower. Wait, is this like... Did we skip a whole scene or something? Or was this like an alternate timeline? Was this is this a dream she's having, maybe? Ah, damn it.
Of course not. Go leave your shirt and pants outside the door, and I'll grab them in a minute. He nodded and bounded up the stairs to my house. I finally looked back to the floor and let out a deep sigh. I'll just deal with this later. I closed up to shop again and walked upstairs. The shower was already running and... Was Radley singing?
Either way, regardless of what just happened, I don't know, I might have missed a line, or maybe the dev forgot to put in a line saying that he came back to say something or grab something. I don't know. I might have missed the line myself. I could have been just not paying attention. But regardless, this seems like a good scenario. This seems like he's in a good mood now, and us offering him to do all this and be just nice, like I said I was going to, I think that really helped us out here. Maybe I clicked a choice without realizing it. Like, maybe it flashed on the screen really quick and I accidentally clicked it. Oopsie, if that was the case. Like, chase him down and offer to help him out or something.
It was hard to hear above the sound of the water, but I pressed my ear to the door and, yep, he was singing. What a weirdo. I grabbed his clothes and brought them to my washing area. Deciding that mine needed to be washed as well, I changed and threw them in with his. These are going to need to soak for a little while before I could get the dirt out. I thought about what to do while I waited and decided to start cleaning the floor downstairs for a bit. As much as I didn't want to, it had to be done. I couldn't leave my bakery in such a state of absolute filth. The pastry god would have my head for sure.
20 minutes later.
The floor was finally clean. It wasn't so bad, just a lot of scrubbing, but nothing old Ginger couldn't handle. I dumped the muddy water in the back and admired my work as the floor sparkled as if it were brand new, or as if Radley had cleaned it. Speaking of Radley, his clothes should be done by now. I ran up the stairs and scrubbed the mud out with ease, taking each article of clothing out of the basin and wringing the warm soapy water out. They were ready to hang outside to dry. Hopefully they don't take too long. It is rather dry out today. It should be fine.
30 minutes later.
What is taking Radley so long? I glared up from the book I was reading to the bathroom door. The water was still going. I peeked outside and sighed. His clothes should be ready by now. I meandered my way down the stairs only to find... Oh, my pastries.
Oh, why are you back, dude? No, you're gonna ruin everything, you fuck.
Not again. No, 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 no. What are you doing here? Didn't I tell you to get out? Not only that, but my shop is closed. I shouted at the giant who stood in the doorway, looking around as if he didn't even know what he was doing.
What a freaking dope. Get out of here, Benjamin. I washed my feet, and the sign on your door doesn't say that you are closed.
My eyes went from his face to the still open door, which did say open to his feet.
Oh, well, at least he was nice enough to wash his feet this time.
I think I'm going to die. Or kill him. His feet were soaked, and his woolen pants dripped water all over the floor that I had just cleaned. Out. Get out.
I glared at him. But I washed my feet. Will you allow me to purchase something now?
I refused to grace his question with an answer, and I continued standing there staring at him.
Oh, man. Okay, I will leave then.
He turned and walked dejectedly out of the bakery, and I couldn't help but feel a little bad. I let out a long sigh. I was sighing a lot today. I'll deal with this later. I stepped towards the door, my foot landing in the puddle of water and slipping out from under me. Oh no. Thud. Owie! I whimpered. How was this so slippery? Wait a second. Algae? Did he bathe in the river? I had to stop myself from cursing his name as I pulled myself up, disgusted. Now I was soaked and slimy. Better just go and grab Radley's clothes, and then it'll be my turn to shower next. His turn to wait for me. I got his clothes and folded them as fast as I could and carefully walked back through my shop.
Poor Ginger, she's really not having a good time today.
I got upstairs as if it were meant to be. The water finally turned off. I placed his clothes on the floor gently and left the hall to make sure I didn't see anything that wasn't meant for my eyes. Sorry about that, Ginge. I took a quick shower so that I didn't leave you waiting long. That was a quick shower for him. He jumped into the room. The giant grin that he always had on his face dropped when he saw me.
What happened to you?
He looked absolutely disgusted and I glared at him. Doesn't matter, I'm taking a shower now and you had better still be here when I'm done. I walked towards the bathroom and he flinched away from me. What? I raised an eyebrow.
Nothing, Ginge. I have to go, I'm sorry. Oh man, he's really appalled by the algae.
He bolted down the stairs.
Oh god, I hope he doesn't slip again and fall in more stuff.
Radley! I shouted after him and let out a growl. Fine, I'll just shower and go see him later. I quickly grabbed a change of clothes and trudged into the washroom. I reached into the tub and turned the water on, feeling for the right temperature.
He used up all the hot water. Oh no.
Why isn't it warming up? Did he use all of my hot water? I'm going to kill him.
Aw, man. So that didn't give us more heart meter from the looks of it. Damn it, I was hoping it was going to give us more because he was so happy about being able to shower and everything. But it looks like that particular scenario just like kept it neutral. It didn't make us lose any, but it didn't make us gain any either, which is, I guess, better than nothing. We still do technically have 5 chapters left to get more and more of the heart meter. I don't know if we're going to be able to fill up the heart bar completely, but I know that this game has, I think it's 6 endings, so we might be able, or maybe it was like 9 endings or something like that. So maybe we'll be able to get one of the like good endings, just not one of the best endings. I don't know. We'll figure it out in upcoming episodes. Regardless, I love the writing of this game still. It's just really, really great. Super funny, and poor Radley, poor Ginger. I feel bad for both of them. Freaking Benjamin coming in, causing more trouble than even Carver. And man, Carver was originally on the bottom of the list for, like, detestable people, but, or, the top of the list for detestable people, but now Benjamin, just completely socially unaware, is messing everything up. But anyway, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video, and favorite it. Also, be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye.
Girbeagly.